So we're here today at the Spitfire display in the Potteries Museum, Stoke-on-Trent. There's all sorts of stuff here. Showing you the Spitfire. He was a local guy born in Bot Lane. Designed the Spitfire, which was well known during the Second World War to be the plane that kicked the Germans' arses. And it was designed by this guy, Reginald J. Mitchell. You've got some of his books here. And it's a nice, I think this building was recently opened. They actually got a Spitfire, which I'll show you in a minute. And that was housed in the main building of the museum. But they've built this new display recently. It looks pretty cool. All sorts of stuff there. And then down here, I think it's a Mark 15. So not actually the Mark 1 or 2, which was flying during the Battle of Britain. This was later in the war. You can tell with the cut-off wings. Wingtips cut off there, and the tail, you can't quite see it, but it's got a steeper tail section. And I think the original only had 3 exhausts each side, and this one's got 6. So more powerful engine. Let's go down and have a look. Mark 15 I'm going for. Not sure. Let's see. Browning, is it? What machine guns did they have? Oh, 20mm Hispano cannon. That's definitely later in the war because it had, I'm sure it had 303 Browning machine, 8 of them. And as you can see, this has just got 2 big cannons. 4 propellers, where the original only had 3 propellers. Like I say, you can see the exhaust there, 6 of them each side. I mean, it's a cool looking bird. I'm going with Mark 15. What have we got? Oh. It's Mark 16. Told you, clipped wings, engine tuned for lower altitudes. Fighter planes had to adapt to different roles during the war, and there were many Spitfire variants. There's all the info. That's the steeper sort of tail section I was talking about. I mean, it's cool. Try and get a full view of it. That's pretty cool. And then, actually out there, there's a bit of Stoke-on-Trent. Well, they've done this area up recently. Looks alright. Not a complete dump. All the engine sections over there. Obviously Rolls-Royce Merlin, we all know about that. Don't we? I think later in the war they had another engine. Can't think of what it was called. Very cool. Let's have a look at this on the wall. I know they did loads of different marks of the Spitfire, and they said it was kind of advantageous because the Germans never knew which variant they were fighting, so they didn't know whether they were fighting the old, slower, less armoured one, or the later versions that were more powerful, with bigger guns. But they all generally had the same silhouette, so the Germans didn't know which one they were fighting. I mean, look. ...454 miles per hour. Well, this one was only 349. And the engine I was on about, I'm sure it's in the Seafire, was Griffin, that's it. Rolls-Royce Griffin. A bit more powerful. 2,350 horsepower. I think that had a Griffin. That had a Griffin. That was a Merlin. So 1,670 horsepower. Bit of a difference. And I mean the earliest one, 950 horsepower. So, big difference there. But as you can see, they all still look pretty much the same. Yeah, and the Germans like totally redesigned their planes so the Allies could tell, you know, if they were fighting a Focke-Wulf, up-to-date Focke-Wulf, or an old ME-109. There we go anyway, nice little tour.